about the live for Premier Magazine from the ISC conference in Frankfurt. We're here with Saïd Derachi, who is the project coordinator of the Mont Blanc 2020 project. So welcome.
Thank you. Yes, my name is Saïd Derachi. I work in Atos R&D in the Big Data and Security department. So Mont Blanc project has always been a pioneer on ARM on HPC. So the first Mont Blanc project was using mobile processor to do HPC, and then the following project, so it was Mont Blanc 2 and Mont Blanc 3, focused with ARM ecosystem, software ecosystem, and Mont Blanc 3 has built a real platform with a server-grade ARM CPU, Cavium Thunder X2, and Mont Blanc 2020 is the sequel of the Mont Blanc project story, and the idea is to now be able to develop an SoC, so European processor based on ARM cores and optimized for HPC. So our main driver is memory bandwidth and what would be the best way to use the new instruction set from ARM SVE and the vector length and the memory bandwidth revolution that we have with HBM technology. So the objective of Mont Blanc is really to start developing IPs. So we will develop ASIC RTL modules, and we will be able to demonstrate on an emulator. So we don't build the ASIC in the scope of this project, but we will develop in the same ASIC flow that we do for other ASIC in Atos. And then this IP will be reused and productized for the European project initiative, so the project called EPI, that will rely on the work done on this Mont Blanc 2020 project.
Okay. So what do you exactly mean with a processor? How far does the processor go?
We will build the complete SoC, but the core will come from ARM. In our proposal here, we will focus on the network on chip, the memory controller, so all the infrastructure that ensure we can optimize and fully utilize the vector units with this memory bandwidth, because having this huge compute capacity without being able to feed this compute unit with the necessary memory bandwidth is the challenge we want to address. And the NOC is a central part of the SoC, so it's a key IP for us to master all the components, to be able to build different variety of SoC to address other markets. Because one new things we look at in Mont Blanc project is to look at different markets than HPC to be able to have an economical sustainability. So we will look in Mont Blanc 2020 with a new partner in Mont Blanc, which is Calray, to the automotive market for autonomous driven application. So we will look at how to interface with accelerators for other markets than HPC. And the first market that seems natural is embedded HPC in an autonomous driving vehicle.
Okay. In Japan, Fujitsu is also developing a processor based on ARM for HPC, including vector instructions.
Yeah.
Are you working with them, or are you considering using that?
Actually, we have a relationship with RIKEN, which will be the user of the Fujitsu CPU. And yes, we are sharing model. They provide a Gem5 model to be able to port application already with using SVE compilers. So yes, we are working with them because the ecosystem for HPC and most importantly for SVE, which is new instruction set that has not yet been demonstrated on real application. We work with them on models and models of the SVE and also the compiler and the library associated to it. So not on the real SoC design, but on the software ecosystem, we work closely with Recon for that.
Of course, you're also working closely with ARM, I suppose. Yes.
Yes, one important output of the project is to have real performance and area and power cost of the SVE. So we will work with ARM, and ARM will provide in 7 nanometers technology what will be the power cost, the max frequency, and the silicon area that will be necessary for building our SoC.
ARM is also one of the partners.
Yes, ARM is an important, very active partner for this project. We have a reduced set of partners for this Mont Blanc 2020 compared to a previous project and also for the EPI project. We have ARM, we have Calray, as I already mentioned, for automotive. We have Jülich as a user. We have CEA as a user, but also for technology provider because they are experts in interposer. As you know, for HBM, you have to build an interposer for die-to-die connection. So CEA is also an expert on that topic. ARM, of course, provided the core, and Atos as an integrator and designing also IPs for the network on chip. And we have also BSC as a founding member of Mont Blanc project. They were a coordinator of the first Mont Blanc project. And a small startup, Semidynamics, a Spanish company that will work on HBM memory controller. The idea is to provide special features for HBM controller and to take the opportunity to have all these IP made in the project to implement optimization across all these IP, not buying IP for external provider, with bridging them to be able to build the full path. So the idea is when you build your IP, you are able to optimize features for the whole chip. And for HPC design, you have to. I mean, SoC integration is something common, but for HPC, it's very sensitive in terms of latencies, raw performance, prefetch, optimization, software interface. So there is a lot of co-design with Jülich, BSC, CEA, and we are able to implement specific features in the IP, so from the SVE compute unit to the memory. So it includes a memory controller, network on chip, and also the coherency protocol that will be customized for this project.
So this project is focused on really creating, using the experience that you have from the previous projects, creating something that after this project can be, let's say, really used and applied in.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between this and the previous project.
Yeah, the previous
is more exploring, this is more developing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. During the other project, Mont Blanc 3, there was some architecture exploration of what would be ARM-based node for HPC. This project is more on implementing. And as I said, we will do IP design, ASIC design. We have an ASIC design team in Atos, ASIC design team in Semidynamics that will do RTL, so real coding, implementation, physical implementation on 7 nanometers. We will not go to production because obviously the cost of will be higher, and this is part of another initiative that will be coming after with more funding. But we will demonstrate it on an emulator. And to demonstrate on an emulator, you need a level of IP that is very advanced. You have to synthesize it, so it will be not a model, it will be a real design put on an emulator based on FPGA. So the only difference will be the speed, because FPGA will run slower than the real design, but in terms of design and constraint for the designer will be almost production level.
Because you're so, let's say, close to production.
Yeah.
It also means that it's very important for each part of the design and development who owns the intellectual property right, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess there will be, you have a consortium agreement where it's
Yes, exactly. We have a consortium agreement for the IP that all the partners will be able to use the IP, but the designer of the IP, the provider, will keep the right for the IP. And it's not a real issue because for the EPI, European Project Initiative, that will use this IP, obviously, all the partners of this project are also partners of the EPI, European Processor Initiative. So it's not something that is real tough in the project. It was not an issue.
Yeah, and all the partners also have quite distinct tasks, so
Yes,
there's no much
yes.
overlap,
I think we have a good set of partners in terms of co-design. We have CEA, ULIJ, BSC for software. We have ARM for the whole ecosystem. They are providing on Mont Blanc 3 with the Mont Blanc 3 platform a lot of effort in terms of HPC ecosystem, libraries, tools. And we have some ASIC design team, which is Semidynamics, Atos, and some part on BSC also. That we think we have the full range of skills to discuss and to design a real project. I mean, going from modeling, which was the initial work on Mont Blanc architecture exploration, to design and most importantly, validation, because now in ASIC design, the most important effort is no more the design, but the verification is the key for this project. And it's not a huge project in terms of funding, but we have a focus critical IPs that we think are critical for the performance of the design. And as I said, the driver of the project is memory bandwidth and optimization with the SV compute unit, because we have some parameters to play. The width of the vector unit is something we can modify. That's the beauty of SV, which is agnostic from vector length. And the HBM bandwidth is something new. I mean, are we able to use this huge amount of bandwidth efficiently? Our vision is that the network on chip will be key for that, and the wires, but also the routing layers, but also the coherency protocol and the way we partition the design. So there is a lot of room for innovation in that part with high performance SoCs.
Just some numbers. So what's the size of the project?
The size of the project, so it's a €7 million project, but most of the effort will be on the IP design. We have some application porting, but it will be at the beginning of the project that we will select some application. But with the history of the Mont Blanc previous project, it has been very easy and not costing a lot of effort. ARM is providing the models, so also a shared effort with the Mont Blanc 3 project. So main of the main effort will be on the ASIC design and the IP design, and the emulator, which is also a very costly tool, because emulator for that kind of design is hundreds of FPGAs, will be provided by CEA. So they have an emulator, and they will rent us the emulator for sometimes at the end of the project. So it's not a big project in terms of funding for that ambitious project, but all the resource will be focusing on optimizing critical elements, and the real funding for doing the processor will come after with EPI initiative.
And when will the Mont Blanc 2020 project finish?
So the Mont Blanc 2020 project will finish in 2 years, because it has started already 1 year ago. But we have synchronization and milestone that are coming in synchronization with EPI before the end of the project. So we will have a parallel development phases with EPI. But the whole flow from application to demonstration on our emulator will be finishing in 2 years now.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
For Primeur Magazine, this was Ad Emin reporting.